Hello and welcome to the Streamline and Shine podcast. My name is Steph Bolton and I am 1/3 of Bolton Virtual Solutions, a team made up of me, Mum, and my two daughters, Sam and Amy. Our family virtual assistant agency's absolute passion is helping time-poor female entrepreneurs with those ridiculously long to-do lists, because we all know how they get longer instead of shorter, so that they're able to focus on doing what they love. You're going to want to stick around if you find yourself constantly just doing this thing quickly instead of spending time with your family, or if you look at your list of tasks and feel like crying, or even if you're just simply wondering how to manage your time better and delegate to your team. We're going to be covering topics from social media to marketing, systems and processes to outsourcing and so much more, so that you can see what's possible for you and your business. So let's get stuck in. Welcome back to the Streamline and Shine podcast, and in this episode we're going to be tackling one of the biggest myths that sneaks its way into nearly every entrepreneur's brain at some point: the belief that you have to do everything yourself to succeed. So if you're juggling all the balls right now, clinging to your colour-coded planner like a lifeline and thinking it's fine, I'll just work late again tonight, this one is especially for you. So here's the truth. The I'll do it myself mindset is like that toxic ex who seems helpful at first, but eventually they just drag you down. So in the early days of business, it makes sense. You don't have a team, you don't have systems, and maybe you haven't even got much for cash flow at the moment. But somewhere along the way, doing it all went from being a necessity to a habit, and then to like a weird badge of honour. We're all guilty of it. So, you're not alone if this is you. So I want to say this gently because I know how personal business can feel, because our businesses are our babies, aren't they? But just because you can do it all doesn't mean that you should do it all. So you're not failing if you ask for help. You're not lazy for outsourcing your inbox and your emails and your diary. You're not cheating the game if you automate a few processes. You're being strategic and you're actually being a CEO. So there was a point in my own business when I realised I was constantly stuck. Every single thing passed through me: content, client onboarding, contracts, scheduling emails, even remembering to send thank you notes. It felt like I was running on adrenaline, but also running on empty at the same time. But behind the scenes, I was tired. I wasn't thinking creatively anymore. I was reacting to my business instead of leading it. And that's when I asked myself one of the most powerful questions that I still ask today. If I got sick tomorrow, would my business still run? And the answer at the time, a very honest, big fat no. So if you're in the same spot, maybe not quite reach burnout yet, but constantly running at full capacity, here's where I want you to start. So I want you to list 3 tasks that constantly drain your energy. And these are usually things that you procrastinate on, you dread doing, or you finish and then you're like, oh my God, thank God that's over. So these are your first red flags, basically. So ask yourself, could this be automated? Could it be streamlined? Could it be outsourced? Can it go in the bin? Is another question to put on the end of that, because not every problem needs a person, it just needs a better process. So pick one of these things to let go of this month. Just get rid of it. That's it, just one. It might be scheduling your content, could be managing your client onboarding emails, or even those endless admin loops that you're always trying to jump through. So you don't have to overhaul everything overnight. Small intentional shifts make the biggest difference. Okay, so I've now got a very quick reminder for you. So if you're listening to this in real time, my 90-minute Supreme strategy sessions are now open. And these are designed for time-poor business owners who are ready to simplify, scale, and or systemize without the fluff and without the burnout. So we can spend 90 minutes together mapping out your next move in a way that actually fits you, your business, and your life. So head to the show notes for the link to book, but don't hang about because these spots are very limited. So the truth about doing it all: it might work for a while, but eventually it becomes the very thing that holds your business back. Let go of the superhero cape. You're not here to prove anything. You're here to build something sustainable, impactful, and enjoyable, dare I say it. Because if you're not coming to work in your business and you're not looking forward to what you've got going on that day, there's something not right, isn't there? So next week, I'm going to be sharing the 3 systems that quite literally saved my sanity and brought me back time I didn't realise I was wasting. So until then, keep streamlining, keep shining, and give yourself permission to let something go this week. You've got this. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Streamline and Shine. If you have questions on what we covered inside, please feel free to reach out to us on Instagram at Bolton_virtual_solutions, or you can email us at teambolton@boltonvirtualsolutions.co.uk. We absolutely love hearing from our amazing community and are always here to support you. If you'd like to be interviewed on a future episode, please drop us an email letting us know which topic you'd like to speak about and we'll get back to you. See you on the next episode, lovelies.